towards the first flight. He seems intent on setting a good gallop as he did 12 months ago. Brave Inca is over at the first flight in second place. Rooster Booster dropped right out at the back, the grey horse, with Prominent back in front on the inside in about third, sharing third with Essex in the noseband. Then Max Joy and Self-Defense in the orange colours. As they run towards the second flight, Al Ella is a little wide under Timmy Murphy in the dark silks, followed by Turnium deep on the course from Royal Shakespeare. And then behind these races Archibald and also Accordion Etoile, the back pair Into Sky Falcon and Rooster Booster. Hardy Eustace, the 2004 champion hurdle winner, leads the 2005 field over flight number 2. From back in front on the inside of Essex, Brave Inca is out wide. Then Max Joy back on the inside in a noseband, followed by Self-Defense there. Rooster Booster right out the back, dropped out by Richard Johnson. Has he got the fast pace that he so likes? Well, it doesn't look that strong passing the stands, just a medium gallop set by Hardy Eustace. Hasn't really got them on the stretch. Hardy Eustace from Essex back in front, Brave Inca, then Self-Defense. After these towards the inside, Max Joy with plenty of cover. Al Ella, then Accordion Etoile and Royal Shakespeare. Archibald is held up, 5 from the back. Behind him, Turnium with Astonville, Into Sky Falcon and Rooster Booster. Heading down the back straight now, on towards flight number 3. And Hardy Eustace continues to make the running here, with Brave Inca on the wide outside of Essex and back in front in the white cap. Then Max Joy in the blue and green jacket. Wide out on the far side is Al Ella. In the orange is Self-Defense. Nose-banded Royal Shakespeare. White-faced Accordion Etoile in the pink sleeves nearest to us. And the nose-banded head of Archibald coming into the shot from Into Sky Falcon as they run halfway down the back straight and on towards another flight of hurdles. Hardy Eustace will lift off in front here, dictating matters. Hasn't gone blazing away. They're all jumping pretty well behind. Rooster Booster has passed the 2 rags at the tail. There's not a lot between the front 10 here. There'd only be about 8 or 10 lengths between them. They haven't really started to race yet as they now begin to climb the hill towards the 4th last. And it's Hardy Eustace from Essex, Brave Inca, Al Ella back in front's always been handy. Max Joy jumped that well, Accordion Etoile. Then Self-Defense just being driven along. Archibald, Paul Carberry still waits on him. Royal Shakespeare is wider. Then Into Sky Falcon and Rooster Booster. They're out at the top of the hill in the Smurfit Champion hurdle, about to descend towards the 3rd last flight of hurdles, and it's the defending champion, Hardy Eustace, that leads the way. Essex and Tony McCoy in the noseband out wide. Then back in front, just being pushed along from Max Joy. Brave Inca with every chance out wide. They're followed by Al Ella, Accordion Etoile, Archibald towards the inner over 3 out. Royal Shakespeare was very slow there. Hardy Eustace still in front here. Max Joy comes cruising up on the outside with Essex between the pair. They are tracked through by Brave Inca. Archibald yet to be asked any questions. Then on the inside, back in front as they jump the 2nd last, still Hardy Eustace from Brave Inca, now laying down the big challenge on the outside as they round the final turn. Archibald under a very confident quiet ride in 3rd place is bearing down on them. They're chased by Accordion Etoile and Max Joy with Rooster Booster out wide. Here comes the final flight. Hardy Eustace rises just ahead, but Archibald is cruising up on the bridle. Brave Inca is wider out. Then Accordion Etoile up the hill. 3 in a line here. Archibald hasn't been asked a question yet in the centre under a nice cool Carberry. Hardy Eustace still galloping. Hardy Eustace pulling it out from Archibald. Hardy Eustace defends his title.
And moving forward, they're off. They race away. They have 10 flights of hurdles to jump this time, and bit of a puzzle will lead them down to the first of those 10. Carol's Spirit blinkered the first time, and the nose-banded Emily Gray are in 2nd and 3rd positions as they all clear number 1 safely. Sureness and Hidden Identity are the back couple of runners, and Dark Spirit is with them towards the rear of the field as already they get to 2. Carol's Spirit, bit of a chancy jump at it with a blue headgear on. Touches down narrowly behind bit of a puzzle, a pink jacket, who'll lead him out of the chute for the first time. Leads up by about 1.5 lengths then. The blue and yellow, blue and pink of Emily Gray races around the outside of runners. Centasia, nose-banded, very pale jacket, a bit free, runs in fourth. And then comes the favourite, Annie Power, right on the running rail, sharing fifth and sixth positions with the dark blue sleeve jacket of Polly Peacham as they move now to the completion of the first half mile and begin the run down the straight. The Pirates Queen in orange is in the centre. On the left is Mischievous Millie with the cheek pieces and noseband on as well as they all clear number 3. Last year's runner-up, Glens Melody, yellow jacket, white and black stripes on the cap, goes the shortest way with Hidden Identity right in behind her. Unique placed as well 12 months ago. A red and white jacket is next, and then comes Swing Bowler, pale colours towards the rear of the field, followed by Dark Spirit in the red, white and blue, and Sureness in the stripes, grey and black is the back marker as they're continuing their run down to number 4. Only be about 15 lengths first to last, and bit of a puzzle. She continues to lead with Noel Feely. Carol Spirit, Daryl Jacob, in yellow and purple colours is in second place. Emily Gray, Swing Bowler third and fourth, then Annie Power and Polly Peacham as they jump over number 4. As she did earlier there, Carol Spirit leapt out markedly to her right, taking that one. Maintains a narrow second place, though, in behind. Bit of a puzzle as they race to the far side. They're followed by Centasia and Emily Gray together in third and fourth places. Then Ruby Walsh on Annie Power. Odds-on favourite runs in fifth position. Polly Peacham is next. Mischievous Millie is around the outside of Past the Time. And Glens Melody getting perhaps a little closer towards them. The yellow and black jacket. They're followed by the Pirates Queen. And then Swing Bowler, Le Unique, Dark Spirit, followed by Sureness as they run onto the far side, and Hidden Identity precedes her by around about 3 lengths. So at number 5, Carol Spirit and Bit of a Puzzle together, getting over that one, a slight error from Past the Time in mid-division. Annie Power's right up behind the leaders, about 5th place now, with Centasia continuing to hold 3rd. Emily Gray is next. Then comes Mischievous Millie in company with Annie Power, and between those Polly Peacham and Past the Time. Swing Bowler's making a bit of progress. The Pirates Queen in the orange jacket is next from Le Unique as they come over the 6th. Hidden Identity continues to be towards the rear of the field, and Sureness is a good 5 lengths behind her. But right up now towards the top of the hill, Carol Spirit with the blue blinkers on. Bit of a puzzle, the pink jacket, the pair leading. Centasia, the pale colours, just in behind him in third place, 2 lengths off him as they jump 4 from the finish. Then Annie Power going the shortest way, being in about 4th, 5th place at this stage. Polly Peacham's right with her. Then Mischievous Millie and Past the Time. And then comes Glens Melody on the running rail from Swing Bowler. Le Unique is behind those. They're followed through by the Pirates Queen, Hidden Identity and Dark Spirit as they have 3 more to jump in this OLBG Mares Hurdle, and they begin the downhill run towards home, and Carol Spirit is sent on. It's a bit of a puzzle in second. Mischievous Millie, Emily Gray, Centasia right in behind them. Annie Power is there. Swing Bowler still making progress. Polly Peacham behind those. Then Glens Melody as they take the 3rd last, and over that one it was Emily Gray and Carol Spirit together. Annie Power is a length off them, and here's Glens Melody now in the yellow jacket. Bit of a puzzle with those, but it is now Annie Power who's coming through to take it up as they jump over the 2nd last. She moved through to a length and a half lead to Glens Melody. Bit of a puzzle, the Pirates Queen behind those, then Polly Peacham and Carol Spirit, but as they turn into the home straight, the 4-timer is on. Annie Power and Ruby Walsh showing in front, but Glens Melody, her stablemate, is the danger as they approach the last flight. Bit of a puzzle behind them in 3rd position. Annie Power at the last flight is down. Annie Power has gone well in front at the last. Glens Melody last year's runner-up to Polly Peacham. Bit of a puzzle with a chance as well. Glens Melody, but now Polly Peacham, the far side, has come to join it. It's very tight between them. Polly Peacham and Glens Melody together. Bit of a puzzle between those.
Let them go. They're off and racing for the RSA Novices Chase. Quickly to the first fence. Acapella Bourgeois, a bold jump on the outside of Might Bite. Out wide of them is Alpha Desobo in 3rd. Marinero in the white cap on the inside of Royal Vacation, sharing 4th position. Then a couple of lengths to 007 in the pink jacket, Brari Bell and the grey Aurillac. And then Whisper on the inside of Bells Hill, Alcantha and Heron Heights at the tail of the field as they jump fence number 2, and they're all safely over. And Might Bite taking over there from A Cappella Bourgeois in second in the red and white jacket. Royal Vacation is third. Then Marinero on the inside of Alpha des Obeaux. They're followed by Brari Bell and 007 and Whisper and Auriac as they jump the first in the back straight. And gone Marinero. Marinero is out of the race. The others managed to avoid the horse and the stricken rider. I think the rider, David Mullins, is going to be okay. He was sitting up there over the water jump. And Might Bite leading the way there. 4 faults at the water for our Camphor, who drew a big splash onto the open ditch. Might Bite, A Cappella Bourgeois, Alpha des Obeaux on the outside. Royal Vacation is in fourth, and then 007 as they continue on now to another plain fence. And over this one, Might Bite lands about a length and a half clear of Alpha des Obeaux in second place. Auriac was rather taken out wide by the loose horse in rear there and is struggling. They now swing left-handed and on towards an open ditch. Might Bite, followed by A Cappella Bourgeois and Alpha des Obeaux on the outside. They're 6 lengths clear of Royal Vacation taking it in fourth, then 007 after these Brari Bell and Whisper. And then Bell's Hill further back, followed by our Camphor at the top of the hill. Heron Heights and Auriac is the back marker. They're well strung out here in these early stages of the RSA. Heading left-handed and about to run downhill now towards the next plain fence. And Might Bite leading the way to A Cappella Bourgeois, very much held together by Roger Loughran. Out wide in the maroon and white jacket is Alpha des Obeaux, and these three remain a long way clear of Royal Vacation, who's going to come and take it into fourth place, jumping away to his right. Then 007, Whisper tracks these, going comfortably from Bell's Hill on the outside. Brari Bell, Our Camphor, Heron Heights, Auriac. About to swing left-handed into the home straight, still well over a circuit ahead of them then. And it's the favourite Might Bite who leads on the inside, but not by very much, to A Cappella Bourgeois. Alpha des Obeaux is back in third place, and they're a good 8 or 10 lengths clear of Royal Vacation over the next. Might Bite jumps it well from A Cappella Bourgeois, and the others streaming over Auriac, the last to land. This will be the last fence next time. And Might Bite a length and a half to A Cappella Bourgeois, and then in third is Alpha des Obeaux. Royal Vacation 4, then 007 and Bell's Hill. Whisper wasn't too fluent at that last fence. Then Our Camphor after Whisper. Heron Heights, Brari Bell under a little bit of a drive, and Auriac continues to toil away in the rear. Might Bite over the next as they head to the back straight. Jumped it slightly right-handedly from A Cappella Bourgeois. In third place, Alpha des Obeaux. Brian Cooper just looking round to see where the other runners are. Royal Vacation is closing up on the front trio in fourth now. Then 4 or 5 lengths to 007. Bell's Hill, Whisper. Heron Heights, Our Camphor jumping the next plain fence. The leaders streaming over towards the rear after Our Camphor, Brari Bell, and lastly Auriac. On now to the water jump once again in the back straight. Might Bite, A Cappella Bourgeois. They've been 1 and 2 practically all the way. Alpha des Obeaux a little slow over the water. Royal Vacation back in fourth place as they now approach a jumping text, an open ditch. Might Bite comes in to take it 2 or 3 lengths clear of A Cappella Bourgeois, and they're all safely over that. A mistake from Our Camphor, and Auriac was way out to the right and will surely be pulled up before too long. On to the next plain fence. Might Bite, a good jump again, sailing along, just beginning to put them to the sword a little here. A Cappella Bourgeois in second place. Alpha des Obeaux in third, then 007. Bell's Hill getting a little closer now under Ruby Walsh on the outside as they swing towards another open ditch. Might Bite comes in to take it, measures it well from A Cappella Bourgeois. Then Alpha des Obeaux in third. Bell's Hill now into fourth as they reach the top of the hill with 3 fences left to jump. Might Bite with a lead of about 6 lengths, 7 lengths to A Cappella Bourgeois in second place. Might Bite pursued only by the loose horse at the moment. Bell's Hill goes up on the outside of Alpha des Obeaux, third and fourth. Then Whisper beginning to make some ground. 007 under pressure, and then Heron Heights down towards the third last. Might Bite with the advantage. Might Bite and Nico de Boinville comes in to take it. He's jumping very good so far today. He's got a good lead as they run towards the final turn. It's Might Bite pouring it on here. Whisper into second, and then Bell's Hill also staying on a bit. He just begins to nudge away on the leader as they race to the final turn. But Might Bite by a mile as they run towards the left-hander. Might Bite by 20 lengths. Whisper and Bell's Hill chasing hard. He's still got to get up the hill. Might Bite, here's the second last. He jumps it well. He sailed over in second. Whisper, then Bell's Hill and Alpha des Obo. The final fence for Might Bite. Oh, not his best effort, but he gets away with it. Whisper trying to close, and Might Bite is beginning to paddle. He's drifting off a true line. He hangs fire, and Whisper's coming home, straight as a gun barrel. Nico de Boinville tries to straighten out Might Bite, who rallies on the near side. Might Bite coming back at Whisper. It's tight. Might Bite on the near side of Whisper.
Now they're about to come out onto the track. They're about to make a line. Walking in. And they're off for the 2013 running of the CGA Foxhunters Chase Challenge Cup. 3 miles, 2.5 furlongs, and Creevy Tennant is the first to break the line for Connor Schumacher and goes on Salsify absolute last as they go towards the first, and there was a mistake by That's Rhythm, and Salsify jumped past backstage at the back of the field as they go on towards fence number 2, and as they do so it is Creevy Tennant who leads the way, ponderous in the air. Louis Pasteur in second made a mistake. Farcel pecked badly on landing over fence number 2, and That's Rhythm once again was a little sticky as they now make the run up the hill, and it's Creevy Tennant out in front now by 3 lengths to Louis Pasteur in second, and Oscar Delta in third, and Coombe Hill, the red colours, in fourth. Dr. Kingsley is in fifth, the Merchant Royal in sixth, and then Dante Storm plotting a wide course around the outside in seventh. Tricky Trickster on the inside is in eighth, and he is alongside Current Exchange as they race slightly downhill at this point. Next in the field is Hoopy, who's racing now alongside Cottage Oak as Creevy Tennant goes out badly away to the right over that fence, and a good recovery by Connor Schumacher. They are all safely over, although at the back of the field Radetzky March was very slow in the air over that as they go now on quickly towards the water jump fence number 4. Creevy Tennant will lead the way, again markedly out to the right. Louis Pasteur over in second, and over in third Oscar Delta, and in fourth Coombe Hill on the inside. These are followed then by Cottage Oak, the black and white, and then very wide out on the track is Dante Storm. Merchant Royal next as they go over the open ditch. Keenan's Future then towards the wide outside as they crossed over the ditch. Chapeau Turgeon at the moment racing just in advance of Salsify. Both of them are in the last 5 as they go now on towards the next. Creevy Tennant again out to the right to Louis Pasteur over in second. All the leaders jumped that one pretty well. Backstage just a little slow at the back of the field and tailing off now, although he is only about 4 lengths off the main body of the field. Radetzky March, and backstage is last but one. Going on towards the next, another open ditch. Creevy Tennant was the leader. Louis Pasteur was over in second. That's Rhythm, not for the first time, was slow. Gallant Nui was the one who was also slow at the back of the field. Farcel is already just been pushed along as they continue to climb on now towards fence number 8. Creevy Tennant will lead. He dives at that one. Oscar Delta in second. Louis Pasteur made a bad mistake. He was hampered, and the jockey did really well to sit that, Robert Henderson, as they now begin to make the run down the hill now on towards the next, which will be fence number 9. And it is Creevy Tennant who leads the way. Oscar Delta racing in second. Cottage Oak now a clear third, and Louis Pasteur, and then Coombe Hill and Dante Storm on the outside. Merchant Royal was next. Coombe Hill made a mistake at that one. Also very slow was Farcel over that. He now only has 2 behind. Backstage is one of them, and the struggling Radetzky March is still wagging the tail of the field of 23 hunters as they come down the hill and on towards halfway in the CGA Foxhunters Chase of 2013. And Creevy Tennant still continues to dive out away to the right, but he took it with a clear lead. Chapeau Turgeon, a mistake there at fence number 10. Chapeau Turgeon made Jack Barber just hail a cab there. He's still about 2 lengths in advance of last year's winner Salsify, who himself has only got a couple behind backstage, and Radetzky March as they swing the turn. They've completed the circuit. Creevy Tennant leads the way by 2 lengths to Oscar Delta in second. Cottage Oak is now in third, and then poking up on the inside, Louis Pasteur with Coombe Hill. Then Dante Storm, and then the green and black of Merchant Royal towards the inside. What a Laugh is making up ground as they cross over the fence, which was their first. Oscar Delta was low. That's Rhythm again made a mistake. Keenan's Future also made a mistake. Trying to make a bit of ground now is Divine Intervention as they go on now towards fence number 12, the last in a circuit's time. Creevy Tennant was out in front What a Laugh was the one who made a very bad mistake on the inside. Well picked up. So now they have a circuit to go in the Foxhunters. Creevy Tennant leads, Oscar Delta in second, and then in third is Cottage Oak. Coombe Hill is in fourth, and then a break of 2 lengths back to Dante Storm, who is racing in fifth. Divine Intervention in sixth. Louis Pasteur in seventh. Keenan's Future is in eighth. The Merchant Royal is in ninth. Dr. Kingsley makes the turn in 10th, followed in 11th by Hoopy around the outside. Current Exchange is now in 13th. Chapeau Tertian in 14th. Tricky Trickster then towards the outside of That's Rhythm. Then towards the inside is Earth Dream. Then Salsify, and Creevy Tennant again dives out to the outside of the track as they crossed over that. Radetzky March was last. Backstage is still last but one. Farcell is struggling as they go now on towards the water jump fence number 14 in the Foxhunters, and Creevy Tennant and Connor Schumacher still leads. 2 in second place was Oscar Delta, and in third place came Cottage Oak. Then Coombe Hill and Divine Intervention going well on the outside for Mark Wall in the blue and yellow. These are then being followed by Merchant Royal, and then Dante Storm taken wide by Phil York as they got over the open ditch. Divine Intervention made a mistake at the back of the field. Salsify still going well and being ridden with kid gloves at the back of the field as they go over the next, at which in second it was Oscar Delta who didn't get terribly high. The others are streaming over it. That's Rhythm, yet another in a litany of mistakes. Galandouille also struggling badly. Benedictus is now being driven along as they make the dogleg turn on towards the final open ditch. Creevy Tennant led, Oscar Delta, and then over in third was Cottage Oak as the others stream over it. Very slow there on the inside was What a Laugh as now they begin to make the climb to the top of the hill, and now he finally lets the handbrake off Salsify, and he now begins to check off rivals one by one, and he's just gone past Chapeau Tertian as they jump that fence climbing towards the top of the hill, at which Hoopy was very slow and now begins to struggle badly. They have 4 more to take in the Foxhunters. Creevy Tennant pestered all the way by Oscar Delta. Back in third is Cottage Oak, and Coombe Hill on the outside. The Red Jacket is in fourth. Divine Intervention in fifth. Salsify will jump in sixth. He made a mistake, but he jumped through to take fifth. He's chased by Chapeau Tertian. Tricky Trickster around the outside, and next is Current Exchange, and then Dr. Kingsley and the rest making the run down the hill, and it is now the Irish Raider Oscar Delta, third in this race for 2 years, comes down now towards the third from home, and he led there by a length and a half. Over in second was Cottage Oak. In third now, here comes Salsify, scything his way through. Then to the outside is Creevy Tennant, the rider of Salsify. Coleman Sweeney takes a long, nonchalant look behind. He believes he has them covered with now a quarter of a mile to go and 2 fences to take. It is an Irish 1-2. Oscar Delta and Jane Mangan out in front. Now he says go on Salsify to the near side, but Oscar Delta, he ain't stopping in front, and he jumps with a lead of a couple of lengths over the second from home to Salsify, who's now driven hard in second. Back in third is Cottage Oak. The rest are strung out as they race down towards the final fence. Oscar Delta will have a lead and jumps it well, clear by over 2 lengths to Salsify, trying to cling onto his crown. Still a furlong to go on the flat, and Oscar Delta runs out and seats the rider and leaves Salsify clear by 12 lengths, and in a dramatic final furlong, Salsify will retain his championship, and Salsify wins the Foxhunters. And they're off for the JCB Triumph Hurdle of 2020. All Mankind, who wears his heart on his sleeve, is away alertly and springs over the first to Goshen in second. Aspire Tower jinked out, jumping away to the left. Racing in third, into second, and pulling extremely hard as All Mankind is now confronted by Aspire Tower. Goshen is taken back, taking the trail, racing in third. So Psycho is in fourth, and then Navajo Pass and Solo on their outside. Never Do Nothing is next in the field, followed by A Wave of the Sea. Lord Lamington and Yellow Tiger towards the outside of Burning Victory. Then on the inside is Huck Up, and settled at the back of the field is Cerberus as they come up towards the pack stands at Cheltenham and on now towards flight number 2. And All Mankind has seen off the attentions of Aspire Tower, and he will rise with a clear lead of a length over flight 2 to Aspire Tower, once again jinked away slightly to the left in second, and to a huge roar from the crowd. The field field in the JCB Triumph Hurdle embark on one complete circuit of Prestbury Park, and it is All Mankind who is out in front, to Aspire Tower racing in second. Goshen taken off heels now around the outside in third, parked against the inside rail. Navajo Pass is in fourth. Sir Psycho with head bowed, and on his outside is stablemate Solo. A little bit wider, Never Do Nothing, and creeping closer a Wave of the Sea as they now race slightly downhill at this point and on towards flight number 3 of the 8 they'll cross, and they're going over the third with All Mankind clear by 2 lengths now to Aspire Tower racing in second and Goshen in third. Goshen just niggled along to get a little closer now by Jamie Moore, and then Navajo Pass, Solo and Sir Psycho followed by Never Do Nothing. 3 of them now locked together as they crossed over the second of the flights taken down the back, at which at the back of the field Burning Victory was not fluent. She is now last. They go over the next. All Mankind a little low. Goshen into second. Aspire Tower continues to just slightly jump away to the left. Took that one in third. And now they begin to climb to the top of the hill. And it's All Mankind who still leads them well through halfway. Goshen in second, Aspire Tower in third. Sir Psycho now just dropping back in behind his stablemate Solo with Navajo Pass on the inside. A Wave of the Sea, Never Do Nothing, followed by Cerberus, who's been ridden very patiently and made a mistake at that flight of hurdles. He's racing alongside Lord Lamington and then Yellow Tiger, who's towards their outside and been ridden along. Huck up towards the rear of the field together with Burning Victory. 2 flights of hurdles to take, but still 3/4 of a mile to go. All Mankind leads, travelling well, out in front by 1.5 lengths. Goshen a shake of the reins in second. 2 lengths away, Aspire Tower is in third. Solo is in fourth. On the outside, a Wave of the Sea. They're racing down the hill, coming down towards the final half mile, and the second last in the JCB Triumph Hurdle. All Mankind is now ridden for the first time. Goshen looms towards the outside as they prepare to rise at the second from home. All Mankind dived at it. Goshen tries to get round his outside. They've now got a break of 5 lengths over Aspire Tower. Solo, Sir Psycho from a long way back. Burning Victory is trying to stay on. It is Goshen now who turns, takes the lead and kicks clear. He's coming across towards the near side rail. Goshen out in front. All Mankind is paddling. Aspire Tower, Burning Victory continues to stay on. So too Sir Psycho. They're racing inside the final 1.5. 1 more flight to take. It is Goshen and Jamie Moore. They are clear now by 10 widening lengths. The final flight for Goshen. He makes a desperate mistake. He hasn't seated his rider when holding a 10-length lead. All Mankind left in front. On the near side is Burning Victory. It's between these two and the filly. Burning Victory beginning to surge on towards the line in the hands of Paul Townend. Burning Victory has won the JCB Triumph Hurdle.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.